Hello, everybody. This is Nicholas with Tabletop Shenanigans.
This is Matthew.
This is Felipe.
And today we have a special guest, Gary Friend, a friend of ours.
Hey, everybody.
So, Matt, what are we talking about today?
Same thing we talk about every day, Nick.
Shenanigans.
Indeed.
I thought we could talk about how hideous those new AdMech models look.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? They look so good.
Yeah, the ones on the horses look pretty good.
I like those.
I do.
those.
And I think that makes some awesome Rough Rider conversions.
Rough Rider.
Yeah,
Right?
I think we should throw some guard on there with some spears.
What is this techno heresy?
Yeah, I mean the commissar will come hunting for them after the battle,
Right.
But they'll at least get through the battle.
Like, hey guys, good job. I'm really proud of you. Spoon. That's what a gun sounds like, I guess.
Subloom. Yeah.
Subloom.
I just said spoon, but whatever. They look really good, and I really like them. I really like the flying models too.
No.
No, they're horrible.
No.
All right, give me an in-depth analysis on why you don't like it.
Because those wings look like they have a toughness 2.
Yeah, it's the same problem we have with the flyer. There's no way it has higher than a toughness 3.
Okay, you know they make things nowadays that are really lightweight and clothy. That's really strong, right? And like bulletproof.
Right.
Hold on,
It's okay.
no. We'll make a leeway back. But I really like the flyers. Why do you guys not like them?
They're goofy.
I just don't like the way they look.
They're
Listen,
goofy
AdMech
looking.
players, and in your life there will be haters. And you just gotta stand up to them and tell them they're wrong. Because you're wrong. They look nice.
No.
Is it bad that I'm obsessing over more for the elves than I am his oddback?
Yeah, I mean the elves do look really cool. I know
Yeah.
we typically only talk about 40K, but they did release some high elf stuff, and there's one particular model of a high elf like suit of armor with no body in it, and how they managed to do that, I would be really surprised to see how the model's
I
built.
promise you, the inside of that thing is probably just one giant flight stand.
I could probably see that.
Yeah, but I mean, there's like one leg, like that's disconnected from the body. That's obviously glued to the base of the model. But it looks really cool. It's like it kind of blows your mind on how they actually did it.
Right, yeah.
It's a good sculpt. I mean,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That is going to be a brutal model. You got to care for that one for sure.
Oh yeah, this thing's gonna be fragile as fragile gets for sure.
As fragile
More
as
fragile than
Felipe's
Dark Eldar
manhood.
models.
It's like a bunch of Harlequins running around there. It's just like it's gonna break.
Watch one little piece of cloth get snagged and
It's
Right.
gone. Done.
Honestly, I'm just really happy that pointy elves are a thing again. Is that racist to call them pointy elves?
That's
I mean,
what
if
GW
GW calls them,
that's what
right?
GW
So like
Techless, dude. Finally having a model for Techless is...
Yeah, how dare he get a paint before a model? Because you have Techless Blue, but never a Techless mod. That's insane. There's also a really new...
hair is the only thing that's Techless blue.
Right, honestly. And there's this really cool new model. I don't know what it's called. It's Selenar, Spirit of Heish? Man, we do not know AOS.
I don't know anything about AOS.
Heish? If you guys know what we're talking about, then you guys know.
yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's like
Sphinx,
a
dude. That's really
sphinx.
cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can imagine Gimmin riding that into battle.
Oh yeah, I definitely. as Roboto Maticus, I will mount that to
Or
battle.
imagine kit bashing that to make it a part of a guard army.
Yeah, it would be pretty
Like
awesome.
Death Krieg and make it more of like a feudal.
Yeah, it'd be like a feudal one card. That'd be actually pretty
That'd
cool.
be pretty bad.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I would glad looking back at those knights too. That'd be easy. That'd
Yeah,
be straight
honestly.
easy.
Yeah.
Convert those over to the.
Yeah, look, some more horses too. So we got some more Rough Riders. You can have a couple of mechy
Yeah,
ones and a
Rough
couple
Riders,
I
regular
don't think
ones.
he's liking that Rough Rider word anymore.
I'm not to like, what's messed up is like, this is like techno heresy, right? Like,
It's only heresy if the Inquisition finds out.
That's true.
I'm telling the Inquisition. Out
They're
here.
They like to show up to every one of our podcasts.
Yeah, honestly.
we're pretty much a bunch of heretics.
Okay.
Whoa.
If of all of the anything that's part of this release that was revealed, the Zoat. Matt, I know you played G Stealer Cult, and looking at that as an ally is going to be insanely fun.
Yeah, and you know what's a cool thing too is with all of the Blackstone Fortress stuff, you're able to bring it into 40K. They have rules for 40K for all the Blackstone Fortress stuff. So being able to bring that as a ally, like a single model in, is pretty awesome. I was reading some stuff on it. The original model, just bringing one of those, or you could bring up to, I think, an unlimited number of them at the time. But for each one of those you brought in your Tyranid list, you could bring a Brood Brother squad, which is obviously what Genestealer cults are now, but they are the original
Zoats?
Zoats are basically
the crocodiles.
Well, no, they're Tyranid.
They're crocodiles.
They are the basically like the foreign like diplomats.
Yeah, they're the only ones that can communicate outside of the hive mind, and they bring people to the hive mind.
So you're telling me that I'm not looking at a crocodile?
No. And one of the coolest
I don't think
things
we're looking at the same model.
One of the coolest thing about them in their lore, their whole adaptation is being able to adapt to social cues.
Yeah,
an entirely brain built around being able to adapt to somebody's communication skills is amazing. Like, it's just a cool little fluff thing.
But how do they do that?
It's part of their internal like instead of having a bio adaptation, their adaptations are all about the inside like intelligence wise.
So they're like C-3PO.
Kind of, yeah. They can communicate with anybody.
Biological C-3PO.
They're like super charismatic, like the most charismatic thing you've ever met before in your life that could persuade you to join the hive.
And so we gave it a gun.
Yes.
Well, and that was, I think, a lot of people like have thought about like Zoats. The Tyranids weren't originally what they were. I think from them traveling to the Milky Way galaxy, they ate so much stuff that they started to change.
Yeah.
Because now their weapons are biomorph weapons. They actually are integrated. They've learned to do that.
Yeah.
But from what everybody believes, and a lot of people have debated it, but I think this is what Tyranids originally looked like before they ever. Well, no, not just that, but they were alien, almost like the way the Tau are. They have a bunch of different aliens all together, but this one eventually some kind of hive mind took over and changed how they work completely. Yeah. Because they're taught, like even in 30K, they talk about this in the old Rogue Trader books. That was where the original model came from. Is still like they still have lore on stuff like that too. Of course.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know much about old lore, but I know that Tyranids have they not been pretty consistent over the years? Have they not been the same alien-esque creatures that we've known and loved?
So in them, like from the originally where they started, they felt more like beasts rather than a coordinated effort. It just felt like in the original army, it felt like they were just sending animals against soldiers.
Yeah.
Like they were just bestial, crazy, and they had a lot of things that helped them get to combat.
So this Zoad, what kind of battlefield role does it fill? Like, is it?
It's probably will be an elite.
Is it just kind of like
it's going to be a character?
stick?
It's probably going to be a support. Like I guarantee you, I don't think it'll be a heavy offense character with one gun and it does.
It has a power fist
or something like that. Yeah.
So the original stat line is it had a power fist and a Ripper pistol, a Ripper gun, or a Ripper pistol.
Okay.
That's a pistol 6,
but
something like
obviously, this is not a Ripper gun. This is some kind of looks almost like plasma.
I think they were talking about it being like a bioplasma.
Yeah, so it's something like a plasma power fist. But I'd imagine if they give it rules, it's going to be something that like buffs your Brood Brothers. So bringing, like you were talking about before, bringing guard, it'll be something that's going to be buffing your Brood Brothers.
Yeah, that's cool. But like, so is it a Tyranid thing, or is it now? Can it be a Genestealer cult thing?
I don't know. It probably play a role in both.
It probably go in both because it will get the Tyranid keyword. So allowing it to kind of ally like you were able to do with the Ambles.
Yeah,
you'd probably be able to get that.
Oh man, Ambles are crazy.
Ambles are fun. I've always wanted to run one just to see how they do. I've heard they're fun, but I hear they're not. They're definitely not competitive at all.
Well, we're not here for competitive boys.
I do really love just making some jank. I love jank, and this thing is going to be as janky as it gets right there. So I'm excited about that.
Run a whole army of those things.
I don't know about that. That's a lot of Blackstone Fortress box you have to buy for one model.
That's one thing I'm not liking right now with GW. They have a lot of really good models that you can only get in Blackstone Fortress.
Well, they are slowly releasing them individually. They did that with like the Chaos Lord and such.
Yeah, but that was in the Blackstone Fortress. That was in a different box.
Oh,
Right?
like the
Yeah.
expansion. So okay.
Yeah, so the Blackstone Fortress has like individual characters.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
And
about. Like the
they call them the explorers.
The ranger. The
Yeah,
Eldar,
like the Eldar Ranger, and you can actually
Oh,
bring
yeah.
that into game.
They fill, certain ones fill certain slots. Like the Kroot, you can take the Kroot as like I think an elite.
Yeah.
The same thing goes with the ranger. No, the ranger.
The Ranger's an HQ choice.
It's HQ
I think
choice,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, she's like a named character.
Man, even
And you take her with what was it, Bailtown, right?
Yeah,
even
Valentine.
Admech, every list now you are a fool if you run the new day list. Day list gives you a +1 to hit for your entire army on one unit. That's ridiculous.
Well, that's like that and the Killer Morph. They only came in those certain box sets, and you had to buy that box set. And now they don't produce that box set anymore, so they're
Yeah.
becoming very rare to find them. If you can find
Seems
Killer
kinda
Morphs,
silly, especially if you want people to play that army and you know that's going to be a fun one and give a lot of power to. You think people would want it. You'd think you would
Yeah.
actually just make that as a single model.
100%. I agree.
but guys, money.
But they've done that too. They've done that before, tons of times before. Like it took forever. It took forever to get Eldrad by himself.
Yeah.
Because they had that set that was the Death Mask.
Who's Eldrad? Oh, that's fancy.
Probably the greatest Eldar.
Oh,
yeah.
Tidbit.
Second, the only one I think would come close to that is probably the leader of Kalor from the Eldar Craft Worlds.
Fun fact, I played Craft Worlds today for reasons. Turns out that LVO is pretty cool, and running a tournament the same weekend as LVO is not. But I got the displeasure, or pleasure, I guess, I don't know, of playing Eldar. And let me tell you, Hemlocks are actually pretty fun to play with.
Oh my gosh.
Not only do they move and pivot at the end of the, man, I'm sorry.
Psychic. And
Yeah.
those heavy Wraith.
the D sites.
Yeah,
heavy D
sites.
sites are really fun.
Yeah, and dude, the freaking...
And -2 leadership in a bubble is not bad.
Right.
Really, they have. I'd honestly, in 7th edition, they were the same way, and they were packing punch. Like you could. But the thing is, I really think that there was a better way they did it here in the 8th edition, because in 7th edition you had pipe plates.
Yeah.
And my God, you could just destroy an entire, like multiple squads
Yeah.
from just doing that, just by grazing them. But now I think with that whole update they did with just the D6 blasting and stuff like that, it makes it still about. It's still a very, very strong plane, but I think they definitely.
The pie plate change was huge. Like I used to run the Dreadnought. The Furioso Dreadnought with frag cannons, and you get two templates that you can drop them out of drop pods turn 1. So you drop 3 Furiosos turn 1, and then there's 6
Drop pod?
Yeah, drop pods.
you could fit dreadnoughts and drop pods.
Originally you could, but then you'd be able to drop 6 templates turn 1 at a high strength, high damage, high AP.
When I remember playing, what was it? So I started off with Chaos. And we were playing. My buddy let me play with a brass scorpion.
Yeah,
Brass scorpions are pretty cool.
They were. In 7th edition, it was nuts because of that pipe plate, and they had all those different like Titanic pipe plates that people were playing with, and we played an APOC with them, and I was just like, "Ooh, that pipe plate was just nuts." It was like you could just literally wipe out multiple
macro weapons had those huge pie plates. Yeah,
You might as well just put a little pizza plate out there.
Now I
It's
want
like,
a pie.
now you want to
I just want like some
and if you're
blueberry pie.
interested in still using templates, the Horse Heresy 30K, they still use pie plates. It's a lot of 7th edition rules.
Yeah, I think they just transferred the majority of that rule to allow people to still play that kind of edition.
But
Made it elitist though.
pie plates were like the Vindicare. I own 2 Vindicators, not Vindicares. Vindicators, the Space Marine tank. And those were really good last edition because they were a heavy weapon, but they were the pie plates. So you didn't really have a problem moving and shooting them. And they were really, really good because they had the big pie plate. And Blood Angels could also move and shoot without penalty, which was really nice. But, they don't anymore.
What's the relevancy of that tidbit? Like,
I'm just angry.
There's a little salt there.
I'm just a little salty that my Bow Predators are now absolutely useless.
I miss Eldar's ability to run and shoot.
You know why they nerfed them?
That's it.
You know why they nerfed him? Because you just called a ball predator.
That's what it is.
I know. I thought you said battle predator. I was like, what?
Yeah, ball.
Bail.
Ball. It is ball.
Bail.
It's either way.
I'm about to bail on all of y'all.
It could be Bale because Bale from Diablo was named BAAL.
And they do name a lot of their stuff off of
Well, it's
Yeah.
spelled.
And then-
named. right,
Sorry.
sorry, guys, I'm trolling.
Actually, technically, it is his name. So he was named
Ball.
Bale and Ball. Either way, doesn't matter.
Isn't there also another you call like a Balefire cannon? Right? Isn't it?
That's
Bale,
like
that's
B-A-L-E.
B-A-L-E.
Is it?
And it's Bale Flamer.
And then don't forget the Baleful Eye.
God, Nick.
And that's truly spelled B-A-A-L-F.
Nick's about to get the baleful eye.
But we also got, so we have the Greater Good book coming out, and then we also just got the next book coming out.
The Engine War. Yeah, we're going to be seeing new rules for the Imperial Knights, Chaos Knights, Admech. Somebody is going to be happy about that one.
Woo!
And Demons.
I'm super pumped to see what they do for Knights and Chaos Knights. Like, what kind of buffs can they give my Knights? I'm excited.
Chaos Knights are already broken.
Chaos Knights is...
Chaos Knights are not broken.
Chaos Knights are
Chaos
fun.
Knights are trash.
No,
Yes.
they are not.
Yes.
No, they are not.
All right, hold on.
I'm saying it right
I'm about
now.
to solve it right now.
No.
No,
I'm
they are
Googling which is better, Chaos Knights or Imperial Knights?
Imperial Knights paired with Guard with the Relic of Loscadia is the best.
1-to-1. Chaos Knights versus Imperium Knights.
Oh, well, that's not even
Chaos Knights?
No.
Just admit it. It's
Okay.
Chaos Knights.
Yes, because you can bring.
They got better toys.
It's because you can bring 6 of the thermal spears. Yeah, sure,
Honestly,
you win. But
you know-
when I bring
you
my
know-
guard tanks, I win every game.
You know what beats both Imperial Knights and Chaos Knights? Lord of Skulls.
Yeah. Okay. Lord of Skulls
Oh
is
yeah,
pretty
so you were
cool.
talking
Can
about
we-
this.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us
elaborate.
more about-
Yeah, tell us about this.
Can we
Lord of
talk about
Skulls.
this point change and how ridiculous it is? Dude, Lord of Skulls are now 450 points, and they're 28 wounds, and with like what T8, a 3-up save and a 5-up save, and with next to a Lord of Skordon, they have a ballistic skill of 2+. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I mean, Disco Lords alone are a threat by themselves, but just run them along with those giant things, it's scary.
Yeah, honestly, the new lists I've been seeing are literally 3 of those guys with like a Disco Lord, and then so they've been using Chaos Lords to give them that Scorched Earth. You can get them to a 2-up save and a 4-up invuln. That is
Lord.
ridiculous. And on top of that, you can give them reroll ones to shoot. Man, there's just so many new toys for Chaos.
Chaos is in a really good spot right now. I love what they're doing with it
really
because
think so,
it
too.
used to be just like, hey, here's Space Marines but evil, and they got a couple of different
Here's
things.
Space Marines, but evil.
And that's basically what it was, but now it just feels like a completely entirely different faction. They've got plenty of cool toys.
I think it was a better idea for them, especially this edition, with the way that they use keywords and demons. They added so many more demon engines. And before that, we basically just had like a straight buff around us. And it was just like,
Right.
you could run, like in old 7th edition, you could just literally pocket summon the entire game.
Yeah.
And just fill the entire board with demons. That was the best thing in the world.
Yeah, but we're all really happy they changed that.
Yes,
there,
no, I'm
because
glad-
that was annoying.
Yeah, the summoning that they did, I think they definitely balanced it a lot better.
Oh god, remember the beginning of 8th Ed when Pink Horrors had a 4-up invuln, but also Blue Horrors had a 4-up invuln, but also Brimstone Horrors had a 4-up invuln?
Ew.
Yeah, that was nasty. Man, I
And
remember...
all the stuff that they can do still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even the little tiny guys were just.
Turns
Oh my
out,
God.
having 90 wounds on a 30-man squad with a 4-up invuln is pretty strong.
That is, yeah. I actually played against Pink Horse for the first time the other day, and they're pretty annoying. A full 30-man vlog gets 90 shots. That's insane.
And with all the correct buffs, they can have like strength 4 shots that +1 to wound.
Yeah.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah. They actually did quite a bit of work against some of my dreadnoughts. I mean, it was just like ticking down. It was kind of like an annoyance. I was like, stop it.
And,
Just leave me
and
alone.
their screamers still aren't bad. Like,
Kinda
even
like-
this edition, screamers are still shredders. They
Yeah.
can wipe through things.
Pink Horrors, more like Space Wolves. Annoying. Boo.
Good one.
Wait, seriously though, where are the Space Wolves? What was going on, GW? I'm still waiting for my favorite faction, Orks. Sorry, that was just.
They're getting a cool new model.
Oh,
Are they? Which model?
Listen, we are not talking about Gasgul Thraka. I am very upset. I just
Why?
bought Gasgul
Why?
Thraka. I just purchased a freaking old grass Goldraka.
Why did you do that?
Yeah,
Because-
why would you do that?
Why?
Because it was why would I do it? Yeah, okay. But it's hard because I didn't know they were putting a new grass gold model.
Well, they've been releasing new characters, right? New named characters is what they've been releasing. Who is the other named characters from Orks?
There's at
Bad
least
Rock?
There's
Skid
barely-
Rock?
Yeah.
what'd you say?
Skid Raw, isn't that what it is?
I thought you said Skid Roar, like
No, Skid Raw.
like Roar
There's
XP.
like 5 of them, and there's only one of them that people actually know besides me.
Yeah, that's it.
That's not true.
Gazgul Thraka.
That's not true. If you ask the most famous orc character, it is going to be the gods, Gork and Mork. No one even
Yeah,
knows.
because they're
Those
playable.
aren't playable
yeah, they're
characters,
Playable. Okay,
so-
sure.
Neither is the Emperor, but here we are talking about the Emperor.
The Emperor is a playable character.
Is he?
Yes.
Where's his stats?
I play on the table every day. I am the Emperor of Mankind, aka Robuto Maticus.
So orcs are already in
That's
a
embarrassing,
really,
to be
really
honest.
strong. Orcs are already in a really strong position right now. What do you think? What do you guys think they're actually going to do with them?
Well,
Strength 6.
What? We're just gonna make them flat strength 6 across the board.
Oh, man.
T5, you know.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Honestly-
T5 strength 5. They're custodies.
I honestly think they're gonna probably. I'm having fingers crossed that they're gonna be either 2 wounds or T5.
No.
No,
Neither. Our
No.
boy's gonna be T5 or 2 wounds.
But they can already be T5.
No.
no.
Well, they can be if you make them the Ard boys or whatever.
I think we should give them a 6-up save, and then make them T5. Or sorry, make them a 6-up save with 2 wounds or T5. I think that would kind of balance out the fact that they are stronger, right? Because the problem right now with orcs is just you're bringing like 180 boys for what? Like they're good and all, but like if you're not really well versed in moving this army, you're gonna get called every time with a clock, and that's kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Like ITC, the problem is you have to keep going fast, and if you're playing an army with lots of models, they better be really strong,
Yeah.
right? Like I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean,
I don't think that you can do that. You can't make them stronger than Space Marines.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Space Marines lose to orcs all the time.
No, they have always been like almost on equal footing power wise. The Space Marine is always been as strong, maybe even a little bit stronger in like hand to hand. Obviously, numbers wise, that's where orcs will shine because they can overwhelm a 5-man Space Marine squad. But the Space Marines are supposed to be stronger than orcs, so there's no way they can increase their toughness or strength to be better than a Space Marine.
What do you
like-
propose? You can only increase their strength so much to where it's no longer relevant. Strength 6 sounds OP, but like, who cares? Strength 5 is you're already wounding everything on 4s. The only thing you're doing now is you're wounding T3 on 2s, which yeah, sounds good. But if you bring a 5-man squad of orc boys versus a 10-man squad of guardsmen, they're already planning on killing them all anyways.
Yes.
So what do you propose?
So, but increasing their strength to 5, the problem is it doesn't make them better at killing guard.
So-
It makes them better at killing Space Marines, which they're already really good at killing Space Marines.
by
You can't-
sheer numbers, yeah.
That's not true.
You have a 30-man squad of boys with 90 attacks,
But
but
then-
no buffs, just 90
Okay,
attacks
okay.
by
A 3-up
themselves.
save will only get you so far.
Yeah, you're going to destroy them because you're going to hit on 3s, wound on 4s, so over half of them will hit, and then half of those will wound.
Definitely not over half of them will hit.
That's just that's
Orcs hit
statistics
on
of a 3+.
threes.
3+ to hit is 66 of them will hit.
Well, that's in combat.
Yes.
Okay, but here's the thing though. Before that 30-man squad of orcs will get there, a 5-man squad. Let's just take a 5-man intercessor squad. Okay, they have 2 shots each.
Yeah.
That's 10 shots, which doesn't seem good, but that's a
Yeah.
lot
Okay.
of shots.
Again, we'll do the same math.
Right.
66 of them will hit, and then 50% of those will wound.
But okay, you do understand that 5-man squad can shoot twice, can they not?
No. There's 10
right.
shots total.
Yeah,
You're
that's
talking
the ma-
about
yeah, that's the maximum, it's
you're
like-
talking about what, 7 of them hitting
Yeah.
and then 3 to 4 of them wounding. So you're talking about losing 4 orcs around.
Ooh.
But the problem is you're comparing like 55 points to like 300.
No, that's 80 points for intercessors.
But it's still like 300 points for boys.
Yeah, but then you're only lost 3 of them. When the other 27 make it into combat,
Okay,
those
and then just think
intercessors
about
are
this. Just
dead.
think about this. you don't even have to worry that much. I mean, you can just jump them, and then they got here we go. But they're going to make the charge. If you're not making charges as an orc, you're doing something wrong.
The problem is it's really hard to jump 30 orc boys behind, even in front of the enemy line, to where they're meaningful.
Okay,
No.
Orcs don't care about Overwatch. They really don't. Even Tau Overwatch isn't that scary to an orc.
The only Overwatch that's scary to an orc is when you're playing as Deathwatch and you use the stratagem stem the green tide.
That's about the only
That's
time.
the only time
That's
that
the only
Overwatch is
time.
effective against an orc.
I don't know. It's hard to see what. So what do you think? What do you propose?
What are they going to do, the orcs?
Mhm.
They'll add a couple more stratagems.
I think so.
And that's pretty much it.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think
they're going to give a new stat line to Gazgul. They're going to give him the new abilities, new stats. So they'll make him a little bit stronger. They're going to primaris him. He's going to get more wounds, more attacks, maybe a little bit more strength. And then they're going to give them some more stratagems,
You know what?
maybe some more psychic abilities, so you won't just be able to jump. You'll get more stuff. That's all they're going to change.
Okay, think about it in like probably out of the best armies, they're probably the best assault army. Like,
No.
I
sure.
think so.
They have-
I think so.
I think they're a really good middle of the ground army. They do everything really well.
Here we go. Literally makes them the best army
Yes.
for melee.
Other armies get that though.
No.
No.
There's at least one other army that gets it.
The
Which one?
only other army that gets anything like that is Black Templars, and then they're Black Templars. So, it's not like we're talking about gods making it in the combat here. It's not Blood Angels
Right.
and Space Wolves getting here we go.
No.
But they have other traits, right? Like Blood Angels can move up the board so fast, and Tyranids, they're Gene Stealers. Which, by the way,
Gene Stealers are, another story.
Gene Stealers are definitely a turn 1 unit.
Yeah, and
And
Gene
they
Stealers,
die so easily.
they're
they
talking
have a
about,
5 pinball.
yeah, they have a 5.
That's it.
That's really good.
So the thing is with Gene Stealers, it's the same thing. They need to make it to combat, right?
Right.
What do they do to change Gene Stealers? Nothing. Because they're
they
in a
can
good
move?
spot.
Yeah.
30 orcs with choppas are in a good spot.
You think they're in a good spot?
Yes, I think they're
Yeah,
really in a
absolutely.
good spot.
Absolutely.
Well, to be fair, LVL, they are one of the top undefeated lists right now.
Yes, orcs are really good. Even better than orcs going into combat, orc shooting is amazing.
Yeah, I actually agree.
It
yeah.
makes
If
no
it hits, it hits
it
hard.
makes no sense. It's the worst shooting army in the game, stat line wise.
It's the most accurate army in the game.
They're horrible at shooting, and yet they do so good because they have that arm. They were horrible until they gave them army-wide DACA.
Yeah, I remember when it was just a beta roll at the beginning of 8,
Yeah.
and it was poop.
The reason why my orcs are so good is because guess what? Oh, you brought flyers? I don't care. I'm hitting you on 6s and DACA.
On 5.
Insane.
Or more DACA on 5s.
What's that? You're -3 to shoot? I'm already -3 to shoot.
They don't care. Bad Moons and orcs mixed together, 30 boys with shooters. Amazing. God.
I mean, bad moons are already yours.
Look, think about it this way, right? So you
convinced me. Okay.
Why are you worried about charging anyways? I'm bringing 30 boys
Right.
with shooters. This 2 shots apiece.
Mhm.
So we're talking about 60 shots. 33% of them will hit. 50% of those will wound the space
So
marines.
60 shots, you got 33%, you'll have I guess at least one hit.
No, a bunch more will hit.
you'll
And
get
then-
it wrong, yeah.
and
At least one.
33% of them. Yes, you are right. 33% of them will hit, and then probably about half of those will be 6s, which gets you more shots, and 33% of those will hit.
It's still AP 0 though.
Yeah, but it's still strength 4, so it's wounding on 4 against Marines.
Imagine if they were AP 1.
No, they would be broken. They would
Oh
be
my
literally.
God.
Why would I run anything besides boys with shooters if they're AP -1?
Yep.
Why would you run anything besides boys and shooters anyways?
You wouldn't. Shooters for the win. Alex, I know you're out there agreeing with me on this one.
No,
Shooters.
absolutely.
Shoot, but honestly, because Space Marines, they hit on 3s, but it's like 10 shots per squad if they have the bolter rule going on, or they're in rapid fire.
And think about it this way. It's not even so much about trying to eliminate a unit. You can tie up units with just that many boys. It's also about board control as well too.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about playing against Space Marines. Like Space Marines are in such a good spot right now. Iron Hands are in an amazing spot right now. Iron Hands. And they're talking about Iron Hand flyers. Like, oh my goodness, Iron Hand flyers are amazing. Each of those flyers, effectively, if they get lucky, can kill 12 orcs per turn per flyer.
That's not true. They have a lot more than they have the assault 20 guns. I'm sure.
No. The flyers,
it's 12 shots plus 2 bolters.
No.
Plus, yes.
Which one are you talking about?
They have heavy bolters on them.
No, they don't.
I'm about to pull this up.
They don't.
Right.
So
now.
one of them has where you can have the assault cannon and las cannons, or assault cannons and missiles. The other one has assault cannons, las cannons, assault cannons, missiles, and then more missiles. So
yeah, but the best that they've got quantity-wise is going to be the twin assault cannon on the
12
Storm
shots
Talon.
each.
Yeah.
The Storm Talon or on the intercept or on the Hawk. It's both 12 shots. So effectively, those flyers are killing 12 orcs if they God mode hit everything and wound everything. We're talking about 12 shots each. So 12 boys each. And if I have, like you said,
well, to be fair, they're also running other things that.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, they're bringing boys with bolters on the ground. That's really it. You're talking about flyers, guys with bolters.
I'm bringing like 2 Leviathans, man. That's 40 shots altogether.
That's awesome. If that thing gets tied up in combat, it's not doing anything.
You're not going to get to combat turn 1, though. Not with orcs.
Orcs can do it.
Orcs
can absolutely
jump 30 boys?
I have seen it so many times.
We've talked about it, though. It's very hard for them. Yes, I understand it's possible.
It's not hard to make it to combat with Here We Go. You're talking about 2 times you have to roll 9. That's it.
But you're missing the key point that if you're jumping them behind lines, that you can't always get 30 boys back there. You can't jump there. Right?
Your Leviathan has a 24-inch range. You're not hiding in the back with a Leviathan.
I'm pretty sure it's bigger than 24.
No, it's 24 inches in the storm cannon arrays, bro.
Trust me, I run.
First of all, you can't run 2 Leviathans unless you're also running 2 other heavy supports.
I am.
But what other heavy supports are you bringing in there?
Chaplain Dreadnoughts.
Chaplain Dreadnoughts are HQs.
I've never played Iron Hands before, to be honest.
I'm saying
plus Leviathans are like 300 and some change.
I'm not saying
Leviathan
or Iron Hands are in a really good spot at fighting other armies that use elites. Like, you're talking like knights. Yeah, I brought 6 flyers that are -1 to hit that all hit on regular statistics with extra AP and their high damage output. That's not going to affect my orcs. Like, I don't care that you have 7 las cannons that are going to hit me on 2s, wound me on 2s. You've killed 7 boys. Congratulations.
Right.
I'm gonna swarm the board. I'm going to tie up everything on the ground, and your flyers are going to look stupid.
Right.
That's the thing.
If you kill it, great. If not, you're still tying it up in combat.
Space Marines are notoriously terrible at fighting orcs because they just don't have the firepower to kill the orcs fast enough.
The only Space Marine chapter that can deal with orcs efficiently is Death Watch.
Yeah,
and that's
because they bring a million storm bolters, so each squad has 40 shots. I mean, that's a lot more effective than your regular bolters.
And wounding on 2s, it just it helps out so much as well too.
Honestly, I don't know. The thing is,
okay. So what's your best assault army in the game? What would you say?
The problem is, we have statistics from LVO right now. At the end of round 5, this is when we're recording this podcast on the 25th of January. Again, we have 15 Marine lists and only 1 Orc list. I get that Orcs are pretty strong right now, but I just don't think they're that strong.
Yeah, but we don't know who all got paired up against what. Maybe all the Orc players ended up playing against demons, and the demons were just better.
No, demons are not in a good spot right now.
Yeah,
either.
I mean, you don't know what these armies are paired up against. All I'm saying is that Orcs, I'd probably say 9 times out of 10 will beat any of the founding chapters of Space Marines, Iron Hands included.
Well, they're not a founding chapter.
Yeah, they are.
I'm thinking Black Templars again.
It's okay.
Sorry, I was thinking of Black Templars. Like, wait a second.
It's all right. I'm just saying, Orcs are in a good spot. I'd say there are armies that give them trouble, like Gene Stealer or like Tyranids would probably give them trouble.
I think the problem is Tyranids aren't in a good spot either. You notice how every book, how there's always 2 faction focus? No one really talking about the Tyranid one.
No. It was all Blood Angels.
It was Blood Angels. Now, and then it was Grey Knights, Thousand Sons. New one, Knights, Admech, and I don't know. I forgot what they were.
Demons?
Chaos Knights and Demons.
Chaos Knights and Demons. But I hear both sides I'm excited for Demons, or I'm excited for Admech. But What happened to Tyranids?
That is kind of weird. GW didn't give him any love. Like, I mean, they got a couple stratagems.
They didn't get a new character, which is kind of weird.
That's true.
Yeah.
They didn't get a new character. We even got a new Chaos Dark Angels character. But no, Tyranids.
You're not wrong there. Yeah, Shadow Sun got a new character. That's cool.
Yeah, Tao got a new character before the book even showed up or even existed.
In their defense, the old Shadow Sun model is horrible looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, but how the Tyranid line is also a little bit questionable. Have you seen Gene Stealer sprues?
They don't. The Gene Stealers are not my favorite looking model for sure. 100%.
They look so cool in like lore. They look so cool in drawings, but the model itself, it's a little questionable.
I think it's all right. I've seen some cool paint jobs with them.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm sure you can paint them up to look nicer, but
like you know when someone's using the regular Gene Stealer models versus the Space Hulk models. Those Gene Stealers look really good.
They
look
do.
really cool. That's the problem. I don't know how to do Tyranids.
Well, Tyranids I don't think are in a bad spot. Tyranids are in a good spot. They're powerful on the table. They have lots of ways to get 2 whole squads of Gene Stealers into your lines turn 1 effectively. And then you have really good shooting in Hive Guard. You have really good shooting in those big Tranifex things.
And low key,
Taylor cannons.
They have a lot of great support units. Like Heartbeats aren't good on their own, but when they shoot something, they give them like -2 movement, right?
I'm not sure on that.
They're a great army because, like, anything that they throw right in your face, you have to deal with it.
Yeah,
it's not like you can maneuver around it.
Yeah, I have to deal with the 2 squads of Gene Stealers before I can worry about the Hive Guard that are also destroying everything in my army without having line of sight.
Like, Gene Stealers by themselves are not that difficult to get rid of. But if they're right in your face, they get a charge in, and they can do so much damage to whatever they charge into.
This is true. They're effective, and nobody's questioning that. They're definitely effective at what they do, which is steal genes.
Steal genes.
Steal genes. Like, they'll take the genes right off my body.
Do you think like Apple Bottom or
Did you Apple Bottom? We'll go with Apple Bottom.
right?
Apple bottom.
Matt's got a really nice curvy figure 8 body. No.
So, speculating wise, what do you guys think they're going to do with the other the other factions in the Psychic Awakening?
Delete them.
What's wrong with Knights and Chaos Knights?
Yeah, honestly,
No, that book's already been announced. The rest of them.
the rest of them they're just
Oh.
getting rid of. But I mean, we still have like Guard. Guard still need a book. We still have
We're the sisters.
Sisters are fine. Yeah,
No,
sisters.
they said every faction will
This
get
is
a
true.
book.
Sisters, but they just released the Sisters like Codex. So I imagine that's gonna be on like the tail end of this. We still haven't seen anything for Harlequins yet. There's still like a whole bunch of
quite a few
armies that we're not
So,
thinking of.
okay, but I think the problem
Orks.
is, are Harlequins their own faction?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought they were just an in faction.
No,
Nope.
they got their own codex.
They
and
have
everything.
their
Wow,
own
that's
codex. They're a separate
insane.
army.
Space Wolves, Death Watch, Harlequin.
What's the Inquisition Codex? We don't even have the Inquisition yet.
Inquisition is more like allies.
Yeah,
like
they're-
They have very distinct. They have the very distinct models, and they do very distinct things. I think they at least deserve a codex.
No.
No,
There's like
they're-
7 models. You can't make a codex out of 7 models. I wouldn't buy that.
Yeah, you're telling me
Oh, wait,
the
hold on,
Blood
Harlequins.
Ravens. You're telling me the Blood Ravens, not even a real faction in 40k lore, has their own codex.
Well, they have a White Dwarf Codex.
Yeah.
And hold on, the
Yeah.
Inquisition got a White Dwarf
Did
Codex.
they get that?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, they
didn't know
did.
that.
Yeah.
No, only the Assassins did.
No. The Inquisition got one too.
Technically, same thing with Assassins. Assassins is a cool thing, but I mean, they don't need a whole codex
There's
just
4
for
of them.
4 models.
Are you kidding me? They had a codex. Inside the index, they had a whole codex just for the Assassins.
Yeah, well, the indexes had everything. They even covered
That's
the
true.
Inquisition.
That's true.
They even covered the Sisters. They covered everything.
They've
in
covered the freaking Fallen, too.
And you know what? When they come out with 9th edition, not anytime soon, but when they come out with 9th edition, we'll definitely see another book with everything in it.
That's kind of toxic. It's only been not even 2 years yet. We're already talking about 9th edition.
Whoa, hold on. Well, I mean, it's going to come. Everybody knows it's going to come.
That's not. We don't know
Yes.
that. GW. Okay, I know that it's been talked about, but I swear I read something that GW just wants to keep 8th edition and just keep improving it.
No.
I would prefer that. I would genuinely prefer just updates.
We would
on
all
codexes.
prefer that because we don't have to buy new rule books. But guess what?
We already have to buy rule books anyways. I have like 10 books just to play one stinking
I
army.
stopped buying books. GW, if you're listening, I'm tired of buying books. Just release everything online.
GW, you can just hire us already, please.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
I'm okay with moving to the UK.
Yeah, we could work in the U.S. division. Yeah. We'll work in the U.S. division.
Yeah, just, give me my tea or something.
Whoa, hold on.
Overboard.
But seriously though, I have several different, not codexes I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual rule books from back in like 4th edition up. I have lots of codexes or rule books.
So what would be the reason of bringing 9th edition? Is there some like critical flaw?
Sell. Like, why would I be okay with not releasing another book that you have to buy to play my game?
So that would be the monetary incentive. The other incentive is that if you look at the original book, like the big old book that they first released with like Dark Imperium, there's quite a lot of things out of that book that are very outdated. For example, the fly keyword has changed a lot from whenever it first started.
So why are they calling it 9th if they can just call it 8.2?
I'm okay. That's what I'm saying. I'm okay with that. But that's also their other
we're not
excuse.
Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
What? We can't redact that. I'm sweating.
We're not Fantasy Flights, okay? we're not releasing Pathfinder .25.
Wizards, if you're listening, please don't send us cease and desist. We're sorry.
So hold on, we can't say Wizards of the Coast?
Who is that?
What?
Grey Knight? Yeah, he said Grey Knights.
I think even if 9th edition were going to be a thing, we're still kind of a ways off. I mean, there's so many factions that they even haven't mentioned what they're going to do with them. Harlequins, have they even done anything with? Oh no, Drakari was in the Blood of the Phoenix.
That was the very first book covered Drakari and
it's just kind of upsetting the thing that we are doing. So we're doing this whole Psychic Awakening, and then 9th edition shortly follows that. Like,
I don't like it either. I don't like the fact
I don't think 9th edition is coming that soon.
Well, I didn't say it was coming that soon. I just said eventually 9th edition will be here and we'll have to buy new rules.
It's also, I don't like the way that they're doing things now. If I say that I wanted to play vanilla Space Marine, say that I wanted to like play just a regular faction of Space Marine, like a custom chapter, I would have to buy the original codex.
No, you don't.
One of the...
Oh, you only have to buy the new updated Marine Codex. You don't have to buy the old one.
No. I'm talking about like Space Marine Codex version 2.0 or whatever.
Yeah, you have to buy that one.
That one, and say that I wanted to buy, or say that I wanted to play like one of those other chapters, then I would have to buy one of the
supplements.
One of the supplements.
Which one are you gonna play?
Neither.
Just for jokes and giggles. Come on.
Okay.
Which one?
If you had to pick one of the founding chapters, which would you pick right now?
If what? Space Rules, obviously, but
that's not. Well, technically, it is a founding chapter, but
it is a founding chapter.
But which of the Codex compliant founding chapters would you choose?
I kind of like Salamanders.
I like that. That's a good choice. I was gonna say Salamanders.
I don't know.
They set everything on fire.
Yeah. I think that you just like look to them. You're like, distant past brothers.
I think that's racist.
No, he saw rules. Ooh, they're very good. Yeah, I like Iron Hands. Iron Hands are cool. Iron Hands for the win.
Well, my problem was
first it was I'm gonna play Ultramarines, and then it was White Scars, and then it was and then it was Salamanders, and then it was Iron Hands are the best.
Wait, how many games have Iron Hands won competitively? Okay, I want that one. I want that one.
This is before that we knew what Iron Hands did. I talked about this. I just think they were cool. I thought they looked neat, and I even bought 8 upgrade sprues. 8 of them, just so I can make my freaking Iron Hands.
You and every other person that saw those new rules.
Hold on, but you didn't even paint them Iron Hands colors.
I did. I painted them Iron Hands colors.
You did?
Yeah.
You did?
I did. Okay. Every single Iron Hands model I've painted were the correct colors corresponding to Iron Hands.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what colors did you get commissioned there?
Yeah, but we're not talking about commissions.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about every model I painted.
Okay.
Ask me how many models I've painted.
1?
0.
Oh, got him.
So technically, I wasn't even lying this whole time.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, yes, you have to get the Codex Space Marines. Codex supplement. On top of that, you have to get
Vigilus
Ablazed or Defiant. And then on top of that, you have to get chapter approved 17, 18, 19.
Whoa.
And this year will be you have to have all of them.
Why do you have to have 17?
Sorry,
17 is-
18, 19.
yeah.
No, this is a 17.
Yeah, but you just have to get the most recent one has the most recent point values.
The
That's it.
Vigilance Defined one has a
But
lot of
I thought there were a lot of rules in 17, 18, 19 that they just didn't talk about anymore because they were in older ones, right?
Yeah, but you don't really need those.
Oh, you don't need them?
All the actual like rules updates are available online. You can get all those online. Like the can't deep strike turn 1 stuff. You don't need those books. You can get all that information online. Like the actual rules, it's the points that you need, but you only need the most recent one for that.
I thought, for some reason I thought...
Well, everything's in erratas. Everything's been erratas. It's online. You can go, they have their whole database for the erratas, and you can get all the updated rules.
That's fine. I hate the idea that so much of it is like spread out over so many different things, like every book, every supplement, and everything like that. I just want to be able to buy a single thing that has all the rules for my army. I don't want to have to look in 3 different things just for my army.
But the thing is, though, it's
GW
nice.
wants money?
No.
Yes, that. Well, yes, that.
Well, of course, they're a business, and I don't fault them for that. The thing is, though, I like to have the cross-referencing. I like that, and there's an easy fix for that. Like you said, you don't want to play a game where you have to print out or look at 3 different books to play. Just make a copy. You take your personal, not for resale, take your personal book and photocopy the pages that you need out of each of those books and put them in a binder, and then you just play with one single binder. And you don't even need all the fluff from one big book. You just have literally the pages that you need. Like I've seen lots of people do that in ITC tournaments. They just bring a little pamphlet of the 10 models or 12 models they brought and all the rules for those and the stratagems that they're going to use. And that's all that they bring.
That's great. I agree with that. But my question is that consumer friendly? Is that something that somebody's going to see whenever they're actually starting this hobby? This hobby is already incredibly intimidating.
So here's the thing, though. I think GW's done something really excellent in the fact that when you start, they have so many. So you don't need any of the new stuff, right? If you want to just play Warhammer with your friends, they've got over 10 different boxes now. Dark Imperium. Sorry, not 10. That was over a bit of an exaggeration.
Yeah, but okay, the thing is they have lots of
things that
and each one of them, it comes with a core rule set.
Game. Yeah.
A self-contained rule book and the rules for your models that you have. So you literally don't have to buy a single rule book to play Warhammer. You just have to buy one box set.
And that's why
dice and a ruler.
No, they even have dice.
But only in the big, like, so if I wanted to get like the one that has AdMech versus, I think this is a bad example, but AdMech versus the Necrons.
No, yeah.
That is 7th edition.
Yeah.
But
that was 7th edition. That was 8th edition.
That was an 8th edition.
But
That's
yeah,
when they
that's
introduced Baby Knights.
Yeah. But that's what I'm showing. But if you buy that box set, it'll have the rules to play with those particular models and rules for the game, how to play the game. It doesn't come with things like the dice, the rulers and stuff. Only in the original release, Dark Imperium. So every edition, they released a big box set that came with all the rules.
That box is only $80. That's a good value.
I understand, but if I don't want to play those armies, maybe I was more intrigued to play the game by the Space Marines versus Eldar one.
Right, but that's what's great, right? Because now, at this point in time, they do have lots of boxes.
Yeah.
They have the AdMech versus Genestealer one, AdMech versus Necron one, AdMech versus... I'm just showing
Yeah, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. I mean, the thing is that you don't have to.
Yeah.
As a new player, I could literally just buy one vanilla Space Marine Codex. I don't have to have that extra stuff. I can play based on, because in the Codex, like the big vanilla Space Marine Codex, like you're talking about, it gives me the chapter tactics. I don't have to play with the doctrines.
You want to play with...
You want to, but if I'm not playing competitive, I'm just playing for fun with my friends, I don't necessarily need tactical doctrines. You know, I can just play for fun with the stratagems that are in that book. Now, you're talking about and again, more something on the lines of competitive, where I need my Vigilus book, I need my stratagems, I need everything from all these different supplements and books, so I can optimize my army.
But that's the thing, though. It doesn't matter what game you're playing. All games are like that, right? If you want to take that competitive leap, you're gonna have to be up to date with everything.
Yeah, you're gonna have to drop some big.
I mean, there's a lot of games out there. Like you're talking about. Let's talk about X-Wing for a second. If I want to play X-Wing, I have to buy a box set with like ships I don't even want to use just so I can get upgrade cards from that box set.
Lord.
It's ridiculous.
No, X-Wing is the worst. The problem with X-Wing is like you have to buy the core you have to buy the core set. The core set you absolutely need because it's got the tokens, it's got the rulers, it's got all the basics you need. But with a game like Warhammer, all you need is a tape measure and some dice.
That's it.
That's all you need.
And we're talking like an investment of $20 to get yourself a ruler and a little set of dice, and you're done. You technically only need one dice. The whole game is played off one dice. We just use lots of
game.
We use lots of dice to speed up our games. But the rules as written is you roll a single dice at a time. But obviously that would be a horrible way to play, and don't do that in ITC against me because I will get a clock.
Especially if you're playing Orks. Imagine rolling Orc attacks.
90 of them, hit, or technically you'd go hit, wound, all right, make your save, and then next one, hit, wound, make your save. Oh my goodness.
Hit, wound, make your save.
Times 90.
Hit, wound, make your save. All right, that's one model. There's 29 more.
Yeah.
And that's the expedited version. If we were actually rolling dice, we have to actually look at the numbers, compute if they actually hit or wound. This would be a big mess.
That'd be another reason why Orks are another great assault army. You'd get tired of that.
But it lets you do cheeky shenanigans. Like if you're playing Tau, for instance, and you're shooting marker lights, roll them one at a time. Because the moment you roll a hit, then you can roll the rest of your handful and re-roll the ones.
Nice.
Cheeky. cheeky.
We're a cow.
They're the blue things.
Yeah, they're the blue cow people.
I mean,
Fish people.
No, they have cow feet. They're cows.
Let me tell you, I am waiting for Codex Kroot. Where is it at, GW?
It doesn't exist.
Every army. Kroot is an army.
Kroot is a sub-faction of... They would get a supplement at best. Not a codex.
I'm just saying, by that logic, Ultramarines are a sub-faction of Space Marines.
This is true. That's why they have a supplement rulebook, not a codex. Man. Ultramarines don't have a
and you call yourself Robute Maticus.
Yeah, you have a really hard time saying Robute Maticus. I am Robute Maticus.
Hey, Philip, what's your... what's
your Warhammer name?
Yeah, what's your LARP Warhammer name, Felipe?
I'll think of something eventually.
Okay, we got to think of it.
Is it like Dark Wolf?
In the next 8 minutes.
Is it like Dark Wolf or...
I'm not going to be some edgy teen boy.
Dark Wolf. I'm the blood boy.
You don't want to be like Bubblegum or something?
What was yours? It was something silly.
It was like Tech Priest, Nicosaurus Bell or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm going to call myself that every time now.
Nicosaurus Bell.
Nicosaurus Bell, yeah.
Oh, I did.
We're just becoming third-party GW models now. What's up,
I do believe that it's been about a month since we talked about New Year's resolution, so I wanted to go around the table.
Oh,
starting with Matt.
Oh, no, don't start with me.
How's your New Year's resolution?
Yeah, so I've already surpassed my $2,000 New Year's resolution.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
Hold on. 25 days. I have a serious problem, folks at home. Please support my problem by supporting us on Patreon. That's just a little bit more money each month that I can spend on Warhammer.
I forgot what my resolution was. I don't think I made a resolution.
You definitely made a resolution. The fact that you don't know it hurts.
Nick, cut it in, or I'm sorry, not Nick, but Phoenix, cut somewhere in here.
Yeah, we're gonna leave like 10 seconds of silence just for you to like
look up his thing.
Wait, no, this is what we're gonna do. I want you to play it, but like really quietly, like a dream. You know, like all right, everyone, silence. 10 seconds of silence.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right, Phoenix, if you don't put anything there, it's going to sound really awkward. So please put something there.
$20 says he just put in a really long no.
No, he's just gonna keep it going like normal. And the very end says, "I didn't put anything there on purpose. I promise you."
My New Year's resolution is going pretty good. So far, I haven't started any new armies. I'm just working on Tau. And
But hold on, your Tau is almost done. What are you gonna do next?
I'm just gonna wait until certain rule books come out and see what I add to my other existing factions.
Yeah, okay.
I'm hoping Space Wolves.
So which new army is catching your eye right now? Because for me, it's Gene Stealer Colts. I almost spent $600 today on that.
Sisters look pretty cool.
Yeah, sisters are looking pretty cool.
Sisters
You looking
look pretty
to do some sisters?
Yeah. I want to do sisters.
Okay. So what's going to be the first? Are you just going to start with like a battle squad, or you going to start with maybe something a little spicy like an exorcist?
This sounds inappropriate.
I'm just trying to pique his interest so he spends some money, so I'm not the only one breaking my resolution.
I didn't break
my New Year's resolution is that I was only going to do one army.
No,
one army.
no.
Are you sure about that?
You said that's not what you
Wait,
said.
was it? I either said
All right.
no more new. Did I say no more new armies, or I just said one
Phoenix,
army?
we're gonna put another 5-second moment of silence. Please bring up Felipe's resolution. All right, silence.
That's above my pay grade, mate.
Man, Phoenix, this is twice now. Please put something there, because I don't want it just to be silent.
It would be pretty funny if it was something.
Like cricket noises in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, I've literally like I told Felipe I started a running tally, and I was telling Felipe, I was like, man, I'm already like getting dangerously close to my limit. And then I stopped keeping my tally because it was getting depressing how much money I spent in the matter of 25 days.
I love it how they advertise this hobby to kids, and it's just like, kids can't afford this.
No, parents can afford it for their kids.
All right, this is what we're doing for the channel. All right, for the next month, we're gonna play a game. All right, in our group chat, we're gonna record every time we spend money on this hobby.
Oh, God.
And we're gonna keep a board about it. And then whoever spends the less money gets bragging rights.
What, the least amount? I already lost. I don't like this game.
We're starting at
Matt
zero.
would
We're gonna start at
absolutely win
zero.
every week.
We're gonna start at zero, okay? And so this is an honesty game, right? Like, don't lie to each other. We're gonna see who can keep the lowest number.
Does like paints and supplies count?
No.
Talk about new models.
Those are
Models,
well,
okay.
Because
no,
I
not
literally
new.
bought three Invictus
Used
War
models
suits.
too. Used models counts too.
But I'm talking about new to your collection. But
Yeah.
I literally bought 3 Invictus War suits. Actually, I
Good
spent,
Lord.
hold on, just the other day, when I was building some models for our Escalation League, I went and bought another,
my God,
I went and bought another war suit. I bought a Primaris Captain. I brought a Tech Marine.
rip.
And then I also bought some paints and stuff that I needed. But I mean, I spent like $150 just to do a list.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have spent $450 for these 34 stupid freaking cataphrens.
Do it.
Matt, are you actually going to be able to send your daughter to college, or is she just going to get like a whole room full of Warhammer stuff and be like, thanks, Dad. Gonna get a degree with this.
She can sell for
Well,
some
I'm just
cash.
telling you right now, she better get a scholarship because I ain't paying for college.
Somewhere along the line in 18 years, a little girl's going to be listening to this going like,
In fact-
thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Let's put this in the time capsule.
Nora, if you're listening to this in the future, I apologize. Your daddy has a problem. Hannah, if you listen to this, I'm very, very sorry. And
He
yeah.
actually doesn't spend as much. He spends more. Wait, what's the word I'm looking for? He doesn't spend that much.
Yeah.
See, in my defense, at least whenever I buy Laura stuff, I could just say like, look, here's your army, your models
Yeah.
that I might occasionally sometimes
You know what's
play
messed
with.
up? You've already messed up because if she listens to this, the first thing she's going to hear before any of this stuff is that you spent in 1 month.
I know. I'm in so much trouble. Hopefully she won't get to the end of this podcast.
Right?
She'll get
Right.
bored in the first 10 minutes and just cut it.
That's all right, Phoenix. You can just edit every time he's
Put a much lower number.
$20.
Yeah, cut out a couple zeros for me, Phoenix. Thank you.
Anyways, yeah, no. Man, I feel like we want to talk about a lot more, but we kind of got off track here, boys.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, this is the point of shenanigans is we get to go a little bonkers at times, and you guys are just gonna either pay attention and stick with us, or you won't.
I mean, I hope you guys do.
Yeah, we appreciate your guys' ongoing support.
Well,
Those who
usually
do support
we
us.
get people to stick around until we talk smack on their faction. Like, we probably lost Phil every time that we say something negative about Dark Angels.
Yeah, it's possible.
Honestly, I'm pretty excited about Dark Awakening. Wow, I feel like I just butchered that pretty badly. I'm pretty excited for the anime. What are those books called? Psychic Awakening. Sorry, what's psychic powers? I had to cast my first psychic powers today, and I didn't realize how OP they were.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can be.
Elder's pretty nasty.
Did you know they can give you a -1 to your saves? I knew that, but I felt like a douche. I was like, hey, your knight, 6-up invuln, 4-up save. And that just felt really dirty, man. Anyways, that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for listening. And you think after like a month or 2 months of this same outro that I would know the words by now, but I really don't. Anyways.
Well, we appreciate you guys for signing in, listening, following us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the stuff that we are subscribed
Tumblr.
to. Tumblr. What's
We don't have a
Tumblr?
Tumblr.
I don't know what that is. MySpace. Our MySpace account is booming right now.
Google Friends
Yeah.
or whatever it's called.
High five.
But,
that used to be a thing.
honestly, we do appreciate your guys' support. And then also, if you guys feel so inclined, we do have a Patreon under the same name.
The Tabletop Shenanigans.
The Tabletop Shenanigans, not the Tabletop Shenanigans. And feel free to follow us and donate anything you feel is necessary. We do appreciate that.
I just like that you corrected my the.
The
Donate to our horrible addiction.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you guys are just helping us, keep this thing afloat, so we can produce some stuff like here in the immediate future, some battle reports.
Using only Matt's models because they're the only ones painted.
Nah.
Oh, sorry, Felipe. I didn't mean to offend your culture, I guess, of painting culture. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. We hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you all next week.
Bye.
Nah, it's done. It's done, fam. It is done.